Let us proceed now to example number 2. X over x plus 2 minus 1 over x minus 2 is equal to 8 over x squared minus 4. Let us get first all the prime factors of the denominators. The denominators are x plus 2, x minus 2, and x squared minus 4. So x plus 2 and x minus 2 are prime polynomials. However, x squared minus 4 is not a prime polynomial, and it can be reduced to lowest degree. This expression is an example of difference of two squares. So the prime factors are x plus 2 and x minus 2. Let us take now the largest power for each prime that appears. So x plus 2 is common and the largest power is 1. So let us write x plus 2 only once. X minus 2 is also common and the largest power is also 1. So write x minus 2 only once. Therefore, the LCD or the least common denominator is x plus 2 times x minus 2. Take note that multiplication holds commutative property. So x plus 2 times x minus 2 is just the same with x minus 2 times x plus 2. Now let us multiply each side of the equation by the LCD. So the LCD is x minus 2 times x plus 2. So x over x plus 2 times the LCD, so which is x minus 2 times x plus 2, is x times x minus 2. Because x plus 2 divides x plus 2 is 1, and 1 times x minus 2 is x minus 2. So therefore, we have x times x minus 2. 1 over x minus 2 times the LCD, which is x minus 2 times x plus 2, is 1 times x plus 2. Because x minus 2 divide x minus 2 is 1, and 1 times x plus 2 is x plus 2. So we have now 1 times x plus 2. Don't forget to bring down the operation minus. So we have minus 1 times x plus 2. On the other side of the equation, 8 over x squared minus 4 times the LCD, which is x minus 2 times x plus 2, the answer is 8. Because x minus 2 times x plus 2 is just x squared minus 4. And dividing them will give us 1. So 1 times 8 is 8. Let us solve now the resulting equation. So we have x times x minus 2 minus 1 times x plus 2 is equal to 8. So x times x is x squared. X times negative 2 is negative 2x. Negative 1 times x is negative x. Negative 1 times positive 2 is negative 2. And then on the other side, so we have 8. The resulting equation now is a quadratic equation. And to solve quadratic equation, let us rewrite this in standard form. Ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So, we have now x squared minus 2x minus x minus 2, and then transpose positive 8 to the left side of the equation, so becomes negative 8, and then this is all equal to 0. So simplifying will give us, so x squared negative 2x minus x is negative 3x, and then negative 2 minus 8 is negative 10. So all of this is equal to 0. Then, how to solve this quadratic equation? Let us try factoring method. So since the leading coefficient is 1, so let us pay attention to the last term of the equation, which is negative 10. So we are going to find factors of negative 10 that will give us the sum equal to the middle term, which is negative 3. So what are the factors of negative 10? So we can try positive 2 and negative 5, because positive 2 times negative 5 is negative 10. And what is the sum? So positive 2 and negative 5 is negative 3. So luckily, that is the middle term. So therefore, those are the factors of the last term that we are looking for. So the prime factors now of x squared minus 3x minus 10 are x minus 5 and x plus 2. So all of this is equal to 0. So now, since we have x minus 5 times x plus 2 is equal to 0, so let us equate each factor to 0. So x minus 5 is equal to 0. Solving for x, so x here is positive 5. So we just transpose negative 5 on the other side of the equation. So we have 0 plus 5, so that is 5. X plus 2 is equal to 0. So to solve for x, transpose positive 2 on the other side of the equation. So 0 minus 2 is negative 2. So x is equal to negative 2. Now let us check our solution. So by substituting the answers back to the original equation. So don't forget to check for extraneous solution. So the original equation is x over x plus 2 minus 1 over x minus 2 is equal to 8 over x squared minus 4. And the computed values of x are x is equal to 5 and x is equal to negative 2. So let us check first x is equal to 5. So substituting this value will give us, so we have 5 over 5 plus 2 minus 1 over 5 minus 2. So is this equal to 8 over, so x is 5, so we have 5 squared minus 4. So simplifying this will give us 5 over 5 plus 2 is 7, so we have 5 over 7 minus 1 over 5 minus 2 is 3, so we have 1/3, so we have 5 over 7 minus 1/3 on the left side of the equation. So is this equal to 8 over, so 5 squared is 25, 25 minus 4 is 21. So we have 8 over 21. So if we are going to subtract 1/3 from 5 over 7, so the answer is also 8 over 21. So 8 over 21 is exactly the same with the other side, 8 over 21. So therefore, x is equal to 5 is one of the solutions of the given rational equation. Now let us check negative 2. So this is another computed value of x. Now, if we substitute this value to the original equation, what will happen is, so in the denominator of x over x plus 2, so we have negative 2 plus 2, and that is 0. And when the denominator is 0, the result is not defined under the set of real numbers. Therefore, this value is what we call extraneous solution, because this will make the denominator 0. So when the denominator is 0, the result is not defined under the set of real numbers. So this is not a valid solution, or we call it extraneous solution. So therefore, this problem has only one solution, and that is x is equal to 5.